Sure. Видать, чуть выше.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Oh, look at this.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Okay, that was a fairly decent stop, well within the times we expected. Max is coming in for his stop. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
看不到你车里，你怎么玩？还有可以。Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. That's nice.
Oh. Цвет, на. Еще лучше. А на 34, на 32, на 2 секунды, а теперь 5. На 15 секунд. На 35, на 3, на 32. То же самое на 35, на 1. Это в прошлый раз. 32, 32. usable. Oh. Coffee shop.
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got extra performance in hand. So let's push, and use it all up. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid, but listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race.
А, Honda. Антикрыло. Триста, 300, по-моему. Ну, антикрыло, ну, какой-то бред. Что думаешь? Сейчас приду. Перерыв.
despite a magistrate ruling that Wilson fixed his car with an interlock device to stop him drink driving.
0.063.
The repeat offender is over the limit and under arrest.
We certainly hope that people who've got interlock devices fitted to their vehicle are realising that this is a consequence for their prior action, rather than taking advantage and using maybe a friend to provide a sample so that they could drive.
Wilson blew mid-range roadside after claiming he drank just one beer at a mate's barbecue.
Foster's beer, just a little. So what type of beer was it? Heineken.
The secondary breath test should clear up any confusion about Wilson's alcohol consumption.
Take this. Just stand up for me. It is a little bit short.
Okay.
Blow, 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 blow. Stop. Thank you. Just take a seat for me.
Whether he's over or not, any alcohol reading tonight, and Wilson faces a heavy penalty.
The machine has returned an analysis of your breath, and it's returned a result of 0.062 grams of alcohol and 210 litres of breath. Do you understand what that means?
But it's not game over for Wilson just yet. It's his legal right to ask for a blood test, but could the result make matters even worse? In a mobile drug testing bus in Sydney southwest, young trainee Braden has vowed to change his ways after testing positive for cannabis twice in 1 week.
I wish I could have that phone now. Sometimes all people need is just a bit of a setting up. So this is what it takes then. Scared, ignored, and not. Look. So, some get mate, take hold of that. Take that into your mouth. Got a good rubbing side what starts inside your mouth. Sit down your tongue. That's the big that bigger pain.
Braden was meant to drive up north to see his brother. Another positive drug result could put an end to those plans.
That's enough.
Negative.
When you ride back to your car, you won't be prohibited today, and you'll be waiting for that result to come back. Still going to get up and shit. Still going to be there. I'm still nervous. I'm still shaking.
He might be off the hook for now, but Braden's got 2 lab results he'll be sweating over for the next few weeks.
It's not fly, it's not drugs.
Doors.
4 days later, it's still been in your system. It's not working.
4, 3 раз, 2. О, а потом похолодание.
When a public holiday rolls around in sunny Newcastle, most Novocastrians flock to the beach, leaving the cars that are on the roads exposed to the police. Right before their eyes, a car hesitates at lights before taking off at speed. Officers Muddle and Minter respond swiftly.
Pasa nada.
G'day mate, how you going? Stop for a breakfast today. Do you have your licence handy? Any alcohol recently?
Oh, enough, mate.
How much did you have last night?
Have a good beer, have dinner with the friends.
No problem at all. And try count the 10 out loud for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
30-year-old chef Francois has just
Oh.
at the local pub.
Electric. Guess what? It's me. It's a plan. I can't let this come back. Ukraine.
Sneaking down side streets is a strategy some motorists like to employ to avoid an RDT. So tonight, right across the city,
We've got about 126 police here tonight, 60 minor trial vehicles.
an operation is in place to catch out drivers who rely on rat runs to stay out of the spotlight.
We're catching people out in an area that they don't think they're going to be caught. There's no escape.
Police are confident they'll catch some of those drivers.
You should be okay, brother.
On Sydney's leaky North Shore, plenty of punters are taking the back streets,
Yeah, they do.
and most are unhappy about being stopped for a breath test.
Piss off.
So it's a welcome relief when one customer is excited about the attention.
What time was your last stop? No worries, then how many did you have? Just one.
Oh,
One
true
more
crime.
continuous breath until I tell you to stop. No, you gotta blow out. Okay?
No,
No,
okay.
seal your lips around the plastic bit there. No, open your mouth. Keep blowing in. Blow out.
True crime.
No, you're not blowing there. You're gonna blow.
I don't know.
Blow air from your lungs like you're blowing a balloon. It's a comply with this. Alright? You'll be placed under arrest and I don't really want to do that. Alright?
Along with her breath, Jennifer's initial confidence appears to be deflating.
Keep going. No, you're not blowing there.
Breathing for God's sake. I have to learn how to breathe with my psychologist, Mum.
38-year-old Jennifer is on her way home from dinner with her mother and a friend.
And just blow it like this. Alright? Keep blowing out, man. You're not blowing air at all. No. I'm going to give you one more opportunity. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take you out of the car, place you under arrest, and we're going to have to go back to the police station. Blow out. Keep blowing out. No, you're not blowing hard enough now, man. Do you know how to blow a balloon?
Normally it's 3 strikes and you're out. But Senior Constable Adalis can already see this could be a delicate situation.
Blow on the hand quick.
Like you're blowing a balloon. One more continuous breath until then it's done. Keep blowing out. No, she's not blowing hard at all.
One more time.
No, we're not. No, we're going to have to take you back. No. I'm going to have to take you back. I've given you way too many opportunities.
One more time.
Whether she's trying to stall is anyone's guess. What is certain though, this is one of the more challenging breath tests for the Senior Constable.
1, second 3, second 3, second 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No worries. All right.
One more time.
No, you're kind of off now. No. Yeah, that's it, mate. I've given you way too many opportunities. That's enough.
Knowing the locals is all in a day's work for Senior Constable David Smart. Especially locals with a history. Ahmed is a familiar figure around these parts.
You just got to focus on random testing. You just get to count to 10 first, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So negative there, Ahmed. Part of the testing we're doing is also random drug testing. Yep. Okay, so have you had any illicit drugs in the last couple of days at all? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Sunday, what did you have on Sunday, mate? Marijuana? Okay.
47-year-old Ahmed is a complicated character. On the one hand,
You've got smoke marijuana.
affects my driving. I'm more calm. I don't get jittery. But on the other hand,
I need help to get off it. I can't get off it myself, but if I have someone's help, I might be able to do it.
in fact, Ahmed claims he was on his way to a rehab appointment.
We'll just navigate this test, mate, and then we'll go from there, okay? Well, there you go. And just drive again, so keep going a few times. Plenty of saliva on there.
What's the matter, mate? Not good.
No worries.
You're down to like 24 hours? No. So what's the go?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Back on Sydney's lower North Shore,
8, 9, no worries. All right, one more time.
38-year-old Jennifer is still having a hard time producing enough air for a breath test.
She seems like she's under an enormous amount of pressure, and she shouldn't be because she's only claimed to have one drink. I'm giving you one more opportunity, one more time.
Sensing her anxiety, Senior Constable Adalis allows her one last go.
1,
Keep going, keep going, keep
2,
going, keep going,
3,
keep going, keep going, keep going, a bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it.
Righto?
How good was that? You did well. Okay, so you've gone over the limit. Okay, no, that's all right. At this point in time, you're under arrest for the purpose of a breath analysis. Okay, we'll take you to, I can't tell you that. We'll take you back to the nearest police station where we'll put you on the breath sample
Can I
machine.
stay there? Is my
Okay.
mum can sit down?
She won't be allowed to come in there. Okay, but I will look after you. She can come back to the police station.
Well, I need to get my head back.
Yeah, I'll get another car then.
Jennifer's knife is about to take the service.
Ma'am, you're under arrest. You've got to go back to this lady. I'll take care of the car, okay? It's all right, ma'am. Just relax. Just breathe. Just breathe.
It takes about 3 minutes. In northern New South Wales, police are carrying out mobile drug testing when a distress call comes over the radio.
Oh,
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
face. I'm going to go up.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a good turn in there, mate. That's earned us a decent pit stop time.
Go forward. yeah, over. That's vilken start, sekund. So, but that's okay. Ja, hast du schon mal. Лучше, чем со финишной второй. Седьмой. Сейчас это 6. Сейчас мало стало. Светло. Что это финал? Нет.
Final lap. Push, push.
снова.
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys! Yes, yes, we've done it! That is the world champion right there. Well done.
Да, чемпион.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they secured here.
Все, это второе. Так и финишировал второй. Ну, чемпион уже.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of
Четвертым.
motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more
34
Formula
на 2
One.
секунды. Это такой Макс. Это мало. Чемпион уже. Я так и думал. Все накурили, уже чемпион. И в первом, и в четвертом. Опа! Сейчас. А, Фордон ничего не смог сделать. Ничего себе делать. Нет, больше. Абсолютно тут же заиграем. Или Макс, или он. США. И даже не верится. Сильно такой чемпион мира. Лидер притянется. Вот. Забьюсь. Это не команда. Мерседес, а как вот. Зарядился. Стоит. Kijk dan weer.
Senior Probation Inspector Valentino Arntzen and his colleagues are clearing the tollways for this. As President Highways say,
We had the inland today, so the third is which will be driving the customers.
Ja, dat is natuurlijk niet zo. Jong.
See myself, gewoon everything, all the relations, knowledge, and from knowledge you can make decisions. I'm not full of football. The reason why I'm serious is planting over the channelizing line to take the exit. Remember, Mario, this is on the last bit. The reason why I stopped the man is because before he took this exit, he crossed that line. Which you may not cross, right? So unfortunately, you're going to get the fine for that, man. And I appreciate the driver's license.
Первый.
Like I always tell people, the apologies aren't genuine. It's like when I stop a guy at the south, I'm just like,
Чемпионство уже. Второе.
So the actual fact, because of that driving behavior, I could have caused something worse. So I'm not going to change that behavior of the driver.
back on patrol, SPI Arntzen is experiencing a strong sense of deja vu.
So it's another minute. Like minute or a pound. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? Good, ma'am. The reason why I stopped the man is because we don't have a number plate on.
What do you mean?
There's no number plate on the front.
Все, 3. О, блин.
Can I please have a driver's license, ma'am? I can just have one on that side. Unfortunately, I will have to show up with a number plate because it's very important to have. Unfortunately, we're going to have to show that out to the moment. She was playing that all like, what? She's acting surprised and the number plate is not on, but you could see like the number plate hasn't been on. It hasn't been on for a while. I thought like it's in the morning. She got the fine, so she's gone.
Number plates are crucial for traffic and other law enforcement agencies to trace vehicles involved in traffic incidents or being used for criminal activities.
Все, чемпион уже.
SPI Arntzen doesn't rest for a minute, and the next driver he pulls over is clearly in a hurry and reluctant to stop.
Аккуратный чемпион. Ставь 6 гонок.
When the driver eventually pulls over, his half-baked excuse leaves SPI Valentino uncharacteristically speechless. Warm friends seems like a poor reason for failing to use indicators, driving negligently, and without a license.
Get a plus support regarding that. At the point, we'll prosecute the other side and we can reduce the fine for you.
The next culprit.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
He seems to think he can still sneak off, but SPI Arntzen is having none of it.
Gelukkig leren toen de apotheker was wel meneer Beschouwen. Ja, de hele tijd al langs meneer Geld met elkaar te samen met z'n maar ja, dan is het zo. Always seem to the public as you know, that officers that is not fine. Proud moment to be from the stuff for what says for doing a good job. There is actually not there that all powerful what you have to make. Good stuff because it's on the cell phone and when I'm back to as well.
В Штатах будет с погодой.
Forget about the safety belt thing and don't take it as serious as the should.
Да, я вообще не знаю. Спрыгну такой дождь. О, короче, весь спринт попали.
It's been a busy morning, and SPI Arntzen is making his way to join his colleagues for a scheduled driven block when he's alerted to a crash on the M1. It's 8:45 a.m., and a motorcyclist and car collided. Predictably, the motorcyclist has come off worse. Rescue services have been quick to respond, and one lane has been closed while paramedics stabilize the biker and assess the extent of his injuries. It's tail end of morning rush hour on the Cape's busiest highway, and although the crash happened on the outbound lane, traffic into the city
Гоняют Мерседес.
slowed down to take a look. Making matters worse, it's the day before a public holiday, and traffic on the outbound lanes is heavier than normal, as many Capetonians start their long weekend early. As SPI Orenser finds his way to the scene, his frustration shows as he clears the obstructed emergency lane with vehicles hampering rescue efforts.
What are you doing here? This is the shoulder. You must be there.
Уже второй чемпионство.
It's Monday morning in Worcester, and SPI Timoshenko Hofmeister is heading out on patrol.
Every Monday morning I'm nervous because and it's like early morning crashes coming in with that nothing big as that must happen on Monday mornings.
It's a United States love affair with
Racing, then becomes daily that you get like 3 accident scenes or 5 accident scenes where you want to take pictures.
Просто есть. А, блин, файл. Это не может составить конкуренцию. Не. Без шансов. Никаких шансов набрать. Третьим путем подряд. Это же третий подряд. Ландо. По чемпионату. Шестым идет.
To respond to a scene, it's like, I hope it's not one of my family members. I hope it's not somebody that I know. I hope it's not a close friend of mine because I wouldn't know how I would deal with that. I'm going to take you to another scene where 5 people died.
По чемпионату Ландо. Шестой я говорил. Смотри.
It was a brother that also died on the scene.
Это уже третьим путем подряд.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
Sprint.
Brown lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have
В чемпионате шестой.
Verstappen. And
Макс.
alongside me for this
Okay, so I know we've already won the championship. It's amazing, but it's not time to switch off yet. We can relax in this race, but I want you to enjoy it. I also want a strong result.
А это тоже правда, можно расслабиться уже. Это да. А, душман нам идет. Ты тормоз, блин, прыгнул чемпионат вообще полностью. Шестым идет. Ладно, блин. Ты же прыгнувший чемпионат полностью. Макс же мой имитирует лидеры. Ладно, душман, ну куда ты лезешь, ну, команду? Макс, покажи ему. Макс, давай, дави его. А, так. Макс, блин. Ну, парничек называется. Макс, давай. Команд. Ладно, уже не я чемпион, ну уже чемпион, уже все. Да, сейчас мы проигрываем. Уже почти конец сезона, а он что-то ну, разошелся. Ну, аккуратный чемпион.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
То есть сразу мгновенно, 4 секунды. Пять секунд.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
The moment you ask them again, they can see that you know something is off. Je mag net 3 plekken gaan. Huis, mechanic, putstasie. Nee? Geen passagiers.
PI Raters removes the vehicle's license disc, and it will now need to pass a roadworthy test before being allowed back on the streets. In addition, the driver is fined for driving without a license, not wearing safety belts, and driving an unregistered, unroadworthy vehicle.
There is a licensed driver in the vehicle. That person drove the car. I told him to turn around and go back to where he comes from. Driver drove the other way to where he's going to. So I'm just going to follow him and tell him to turn around and get back.
As PI Raters chases down the unroadworthy vehicle, he has to exercise extreme caution. Even with flashing lights and blaring siren, many motorists are reluctant to give way.
I truly believe and I have faith that I will get him. Because he must go back to darling. Told you I would get him. Okay. Now, if you like, I was still was overdone. Nee? So allemaal kan, die maar omdraaien en terug gaan en die voeten is opgehouden. Nee? Ah, zeg maar ja. Lekker hè?
With this unroadworthy vehicle now safely off the road, PI Raiders can return to monitoring traffic on the R27. The average speed over distance cameras alert PI Raiders to a speeding vehicle, and she's keeping a sharp lookout for the culprit.
I just want to make sure if it's him. It's him, it's 10 minutes.
The speeding driver tries to get clever and sneak past, but they're not going to get away that easily with PI raters on the job.
Okay, there it goes. Because you can't drive 140 kilometers per hour in a 120 zone here on the R27. I have to do what I need to do. It's going because he knows I'm behind him. At the end of the day, when it comes to the job, I am really sorry. And that's it. Maar ja, daar het is mijn vrouw right. Dus ik probeer een of keer. Maar vrouw, je wordt stop. Omdat je beginnen spoeden op een 27. Ik is zeker, ik had dit gewoon wijs, né?
With the evidence from the average speed over distance cameras at her fingertips, it's easy to show the driver that there's been no mistake.
So in a rush. So the driver was going 141 and 134 kilometers per hour at the two cameras. Driver also refused to sign. You can't make a person sign. I don't know what the reason might be. Because, like she said when I came to her, I am guilty. Hello, sir. Prevention inspector, you can check and also your driver's license, your permit.
PI Rater's bubbly personality and positive approach wins hearts and minds as she strives to keep West Coast commuters safe on the roads.
And all I need from you now is to just fasten your seatbelt. Get alsjeblieft. Driver, you know that.
The next driver she stops is guilty of not wearing a seatbelt and failing to produce a driver's license.
Het de enigiets gehad wat alcohol betreft? Misschien sociaal verjaard Afrikaanse?
As PI Raters writes out the fine, this unique individual provides some roadside entertainment, including a special magic trick.
Ik hou mijn vinger van mijn lijf.
Hi, meneer. Hi, meneer.
Ik is pro-driver.
En hij is zo'n licentie.
Ik speel mijn licentie en mijn vrouw zijn aanzak. Ik vraag mijn schoenen af voor ik het dan eerst besef heb.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your day. Drive safely. Be safe.
Ik vond dat having my stuff on me.
Max.
Back on the N1, paramedics fear the biker may be suffering from internal injuries, and the decision is made to close the N1 outbound and call in the helicopter.
The A1 was closed. Yeah, but an outgoing accident. Difficulty for chopper to land in the traffic picking up the altogether from the A1 direction path for the chopper will pick up soon.
With the injured biker safely on his way to hospital and N1 traffic flowing, SPI Ardenser joins his colleagues at the Soonsterhof roadblock. Next episode, we join Senior Provincial Inspector Swanepoel for an extremely busy night in Worcester, which could end badly as he knows all too well. While PI Matiwana's patience is stretched to its limits, keeping pedestrians safe on the N2. While each experiences an extremely different night shift, both end up at their local police station.
You fall in love, please move, the sky of the bus, please it's caving in. Never been so not about a guy. You wanna laugh, you wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die.
My door's got missing.
It's a massive shock. How can you do that to your family?
I thought someone we could find it.
Flowing out of Cape Town, South Africa, a vast network of highways spreads out across the Western Cape Province. The N2 is the country's longest tarred road, running the length of South Africa's coast before turning inland to the economic heartland of Gauteng. The N1 is the Cape's busiest road, with stretches carrying up to 150,000 vehicles per day. The R27 traverses the harsh west coast before linking with the N7, which stretches northwards to the desert border with Namibia. Dedicated to keeping these roads safe and traffic flowing are the men and women of the Western Cape Highway Patrol. In this episode, Senior Provincial Inspector Swanepoel has an extremely busy night in Worcester, which could end badly, as he knows all too well. While PI Matiwane's patience is stretched to the limit, keeping pedestrians safe on the N2. While each inspector experiences an extremely different night shift, both end up at the local police station. In their relentless quest to reduce road crashes and fatalities, the Worcester Provincial Traffic Team conduct frequent vehicle stop and check operations, patrol the streets of Worcester looking for dangerous, intoxicated drivers, and risk life and limb monitoring this dark and dangerous stretch of the N1. It's Saturday night in Worcester, and SPI Cameron Swanepoel is on patrol.
I know your rugby is playing tonight. There's a rugby playing, so people would go out to the bars and rugby tonight. Meneer, zit er enige alcohol vandaag uit?
Niks.
Niks alcohol. Oké.
Nee, ik ben er net van die buik afgekomen.
Ja, oké, cool. Oké. Oké,
But
ja.
then weglaat, en dan you can check.
No, it's okay. Je moet er lekker aan dit meneer, hè? Ja, dank je. Goed gaan. Dank je zelf wel. Goedenavond meneer. Kijk eens meneer Swanepoel, ik werk provinciale verkeer. Ja? Dus niet de routineonderzoek. Bestuurderslicensie alsjeblieft.
With the advent of COVID, inspectors can no longer use breathalyzers to test for alcohol and have to rely on more traditional field sobriety tests to decide whether to proceed with an arrest and blood tests.
En je gaat uitdoen, meneer alsjeblieft. Hoe heb ik al staan op BNB voor mij alsjeblieft. Oké, je ziet de lijn niet zo. Oké, dank je. Goedenavond meneer. Hoe gaan het?
Goed in je
Okay, stand there. Walk towards me. Yes, one lane. No, we walk normal. Yes. Okay, walk back. No. Face other way. It's fine. Please.
As SPI Swanepoel patrols the main street, a vehicle recklessly races past in the opposite direction, and he swiftly turns around to give chase. This vehicle is traveling at speeds well in excess of the limit, and when SPI Swanepoel eventually pulls him over, there's ample evidence for him to take matters further.
Hallo meneer. Kan ik u met u praten, meneer? Hendrik. Kom goed samen mee. Kom niet geoproerd. Meneer, ik ben hier hoe je rijdt. Nee? Het is de reactie. Daar wil ik niet doen. Hoeveel alcohol heb je gehad vandaag?
Ik heb 4 uur gehad.
Oké. Hoe is het 1, 3 is langer? Ja, kom goed tot die man. Alsjeblieft, geef me gewoon aan. Staan we met me?
Ik ben met 7 uur per dag.
Oké, stap je terug, meneer. Zeg mij, wie is daar in die kar bij jou, meneer?
Mijn vrouw.
Ja.
Mijn vrouw is vriendin, man.
Heet jy je lisensie, meneer?
Nee, my vrou het 'n lisensie.
Maar jy het nie, né?
Lisensie was verkoud was so miskien met driver licensie. Jy kan nie gaan.
Hallo? Is my 'n masker kry? Asseblief, dankie. Ek arresteer vir u, meneer, vir die vermoede dat jy onder die invloed van alkohol is. Het jy reg om stil te bly? Alles wat jy doen of sê kan teen jou gehoor word in die hof, meneer. Van hier af is jy onder my arrestasie, meneer. So al wat ek vra, meneer, is gee my net jou samewerking, né? Sodat ons die proses so vinnig as moontlik kan doen, né? Staan net volgens my op, meneer. So kom die agterkom, is van agter vasmaak, meneer.
Wat is dit nou vir arrestering, hè? Dit om te vind na verder.
Ek ben maar aan het pak, meneer.
Dit om te na vind na verder. Hè? Hallo? Dit om te na vind na verder.
Mevrouw, als ik niet voor je doe wat ik moet doen, alsjeblieft.
Ik vind het.
Politie worden. Dit is nog niet om mij te zien worden.
Miss Langer, goedenavond. Hallo. Zeg mij wel één niet. Die meneer zegt daar rijden niet, maar hulle bly per net hier om die draai.
While his colleagues drive the vehicle and passengers safely home, SPI Swanepoel proceeds with the driver to start the booking process, ever aware that the race is on to get the suspect's blood drawn within the 2-hour legal limit, or it will not be admissible as evidence in a court of law.
Ja, ik gaan jij. Nee, zo eerst samen met mij.
Ik zou wel doen.
Nee, is goed. Is ik kwaad van je.
Sweet part on there. I read the paper just got hanging.
It's fine.
The hospital to draw blood for analysis.
Ja, gaat op mij wakker. Je slaapt niet.
The clock is ticking, but the suspect has nodded off, and SPI Swanepoel has to wake him up for his blood test. With the blood drawn, it's back to the police station, where the now compliant suspect will have to spend the night.
First time.
With the dangerous driver safely behind bars, Cameron now puts his life on the line as he heads out to patrol the treacherous stretch of N1 running north to the Doorns and Toes River. The N2 passing Grabo is notorious for crashes involving pedestrians. The once rural national road is now crowded with low-cost and informal housing, and many of these residents have little option but to walk or hitchhike along this busy freeway. Having witnessed the carnage of many horrific pedestrian fatalities, P.I. Matiwane is only too aware of these dangers as he psychs himself up for another shift on this treacherous stretch of road.
It's painted right here because 4 years back here, it was a yellow line all the way up. Then up until we started experiencing a lot of pedestrians that were like knocked out by cars and stuff like that. And the department somewhat decided to paint this place, the red line. So meaning which you're not allowed to hitchhike here, you're not allowed to stop here. So that's the reason behind the red line painting. From now, just a visible patrol, up and down, moving by machine.
Dude,
Hey, that guy, I think that guy is under the influence. Hey,
Goeie maand.
I thought to myself, maybe He could be under the influence of what? So but now just had a chat with him. So he said, oh, he was trying to cross to the other side, but then he didn't see that there was a vehicle which was coming through. So yeah, but then I also spoken to him that whenever you are at the train walking along the road, especially on the N2, there is a national road, you need to be vigilant, you need to be careful, and make sure that you always wear some brighter colors that you can be seen at a distance by the motorists. There is some incidents that like I once came across. When I get to a particular place where they happened, like I remember everything like it was like yesterday. So I remember 2 years back in Grabo, I was working 6 to 6 shift at night. And we got a call from dispatch that there has been an incident here on the N2 close by to Kromko. As we approached coming up that hill there, we could see there's a lot of cars here standing, some of them with the hazard on at night. As I was coming with the phones, securing the scene and the stuff, putting phones, I could feel like my feet were getting sticky and sticky and sticky. Now, when I shined the torch, checking under my shoes, it was just full of blood. We saw some human pieces here, so we couldn't even distinguish or tell like what kind of person was he. Up until at the later stages, we were collecting things, small flesh pieces with the forensic guys. So one of the guys, he saw the chin. The bear was gray here on the chin. So that's the only when we know, yeah, it was an elderly colored male. That old man, he has been hit by a vehicle, not one vehicle. I think it has been a couple of vehicles, and some of them have been driving over him and over and over. I still remember everything as it was that day.
As the sun sets, the risks increase exponentially, with pedestrians all but invisible to motorists hurtling along the dark road.
Barefoot. Hello, you guys. Evening, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm not very fine. I'm halfway fine.
Oh, good. What's going on?
I was trying to go to Joburg. I was robbed halfway there in Somerset West.
Yes.
I'm trying to go back to my father, but he lives in Berdasdorp. It's not far from here.
You can't say Bredasdorp is not far from here.
No, it's
That's far.
John, where are you guys from?
We are from Wien Glabo now.
Eh?
Wien Glabo now.
Where is that? There's not maybe a shop there.
There is baby garage there.
Maybe I have a lift, guys. It's so cold there. I'm going still. I picked up this thing for little heat in my shoes. They stay on me. And I look like a hobo, but I'm not.
Do you know your father's or your relative's cell phone number?
No, or... She doesn't stay here. She stays in Joburg.
Yo.
Father stays in Berdasdorp. I don't have his number.
Yeah.
Just phone my mom and she can phone you.
That's fine. I'll just give you a lift and drop you off there by baby garage.
Yeah, we can put the road over there.
I'll give you a mask, brother. Ne?
I have it.
You have one? Are you throwing your towel away now?
No, it's not a towel. It's a sail.
It's a sail?
Yeah, it's a sail.
Okay, let's sanitize, brother. Both hands. Ne? Okay, then you can... Wait, let's... Yeah, before I can put you into my office. Okay, it's fine. You can jump in. Now, this thing of hitchhiking garage to garage, it's not safe, man. So we'll be fine at baby garage.
P.I. Matiwane plans to drop the underdressed and unprepared hitchhiker at the local garage after notifying his parents.
I was there for roofs. I can't quit and I can't breathe. I can skate a bit of shower.
Okay, wait, listen. Okay. Hello, ma'am, evening, how are you?
Stefan's mother doesn't seem very happy to hear from him, so Timbani takes over.
From Caledon. Yes, so I gave you a side left. I picked him up on the N2. He was walking from Grabo on his way to Bredasdorp.
She seems annoyed that he's been robbed again, but agrees to get his father to call.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
I appreciate it.
It's okay. Then I'll keep on making tents, maybe in a couple of hours or 4 hours later to see whether you're still here or what. Okay, sharp, brother. Yeah, it's rough. Maybe later on during the night, if he's still here, just pick him up and drop him at the police station in Grabo, whereby you will be safe, yeah. Yes, your son.
Hallo pa. Jongen is daar. Ja, ik ben van bouw. Als je van bouw, nee, bij die pipi garage, is koud, voel ik het is koelen. Kijk, koud, ik kan het niet. Nou.
Once again, the conversation is not going well, and P.I. Matiwane has to take over.
Okay, let me talk to him. Like now, what must you do with your son? Are you gonna come pick him up or
Stefan's father will only be able to pick him up in the morning, so Timbani makes a plan.
So I'll just drop him off at the police station. Okay. Like, how did you left home?
I had a left that till Kalira. I slept there for one night. The toilet by the wall.
Hello? Okay, let me keep my phone. Okay.
Having gotten involved, Provincial Inspector Matiwane now feels responsible for Stefan's safety. But as the calls keep coming and plans keep changing, he's starting to regret his good deed.
So what did it say? It's
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Awesome. So now you've sorted. For me now is to just drop you at the police station.
Yeah, that's the biggest, safest and warmest place.
Oh, Captain. Who's that? Because now I got people that don't take if I say to them.
Once again, the best laid plans are thwarted, this time by COVID regulations.
Inside. Yes. Mr. Stefan. Listen, we're in our police station now. Yeah. So I've just spoken to the captain. So she says they can't let you sleep inside here due to the COVID regulations and the stuff. So they're not allowed to keep someone here inside the premises. So what they will do, they will organize a halfway meet with the other station in Caledon, you see. So maybe they will put you in a van, take you up until our pass by. They will meet with the Caledon police officers. The Caledon officers will take you to Caledon. And when you get to Caledon, they will organize a halfway again with the Napier officers. They understand? So they will meet halfway and so on and so forth up until you get to Pretoria. So as long as you have your father's number.
While P.I. Matiwane and the South African Police Services get Stefan safely home, Cameron is on the N1 praying that he too will make it home in one piece.
We're going to move out from Worcester towards Toes River, and then we'll just monitor the traffic flow. Weekends are generally busy here because of Worcester being a pass-through town to all these places like Johannesburg, and even a lot of people from Cape Town uses this road to drive towards the N2. So yesterday we had a major accident. It was between a truck and a taxi actually. Apparently the taxi overtook on a double barrier line and then it collided into that truck. So when I got there, I saw two bodies that's laying there and one arm.
The N1 from the Durhams to the Western Cape provincial border has claimed 885 lives since 2010 and needs constant monitoring. But keeping commuters alive on this stretch of road is in itself a risky business.
At Curry's, there's amazing tech for everyone's needs. Joe, who is partially sighted, is being shown a vacuum cleaner. So this Dyson V12 Absolute is lightweight and cord-free.
No more tripping over the cords.
Joe lets out a deep sigh of relief. Setting straight to calling a street chauffeur. Empire bottles. Trainees, golden lines, lenders. Amazing tech for everyone. Curry's, beyond expectations.
Hey, Sainsbury's.
Meg here is surely going to ask about how her Taste the Difference sourdough is fermented naturally for a soft, chewy texture. Here we go.
That's well good, that.
Oh, well, good. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference. Good food for all of us.
Naturally happy lips. In colour. Glow rose tinted. Dive into dreamy daylight. Reach for radiant rhubarb. And fall for shimmery fig. That's bees. Natural tints and shimmers. Save this autumn at Tabby. we're rolling out 50% on hundreds of cozy carpets. Pop in store today or book a free home visit at tappy.co.uk and see why over 78,000 customers have rated us 5 stars on Trustpilot. Order now for Christmas.
This car behind me just came over the double barrier line. Man, you were driving behind me, right? And you overtook on a double barrier line. I was watching you while you were driving behind me. Man, I am going to give you a fine. Yeah? And you know, police officer, are you off duty or what?
The offending driver is an off-duty South African Police Service member, but SPI Swanepoel applies the law without fear or favor.
Yeah, this prescribed fines, you know. If you're behind vehicles driving like that, you can pick up on violations very easily. See, here's a barrier line at the back. You see, he's coming here, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. You see, another vehicle that took us on the barrier line. Please, please, the roads are very busy. You can't still take that chance to overtake on the double barrier line like that. Are you driving to Queenstown? Please, please, I want you to get safe then.
With the memory of yesterday's fatal taxi crash fresh in mind, Cameron is extremely aware of the horrific consequences of dangerous overtaking and is doing his utmost to alter driver behavior and keep the roads safe.
Please, sir, if you are tired, stop and take a rest. Yes, sir, I'm just going to talk to this driver about his lights because he's dead here in the back. But it's nice that he's moving into a truck stop here now, so I can just give him an instruction that he should stay here. Because you can just imagine that if you're driving the pace of 100 or 120, and if you suddenly have to apply brake for a truck that's in front of you without lights. Your trailer light is dead. There's no real lights. I checked very carefully. There's solar. There's no way you can drive tonight. Yeah, you have to sleep. You have to sleep. So you put everyone. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you very much, guys.
Back on patrol, SPI Swanepoel soon pulls over a taxi for dangerous overtaking on a barrier line.
Jy daar buite steek meneer. Sê dit. I know. Yeah, you. Yeah. Okay. Wat is die probleem? Wat is die? Dit is die.
This taxi is en route to a funeral with the deceased in the trailer.
Driver. Hey. Driver. Driver. Ik wil met jou praten, man. Kom die kant, alsjeblieft. Nee, kom, ik wil met jou praten, meneer.
Many Cape Town residents still have strong links with rural Eastern Cape and return there to bury their dead. The overnight journey from Cape Town to the Eastern Cape takes 10 to 12 hours, and taxis usually return with the mourners the following night, making driver fatigue a serious concern.
Where's your spot, alsjeblieft. Kom, staan die kant, alsjeblieft.
SPI Swanepoel's priority is to ensure that this taxi doesn't become a coffin for the mourners. As another stressful night shift on the N1 comes to an end, Cameron is relieved to be back home in one piece. Next episode, SPI Valentino Arendse has his hands full keeping the peace after a crash. While on the N2, Provincial Inspector Hopper and colleagues deal with a stream of intoxicated drivers at the end of a long weekend. The next generation of inspectors are put through their paces as they prepare to hit the streets.
Go straight out of the road and then bring it back to the road. Just keep it safe.
Stay one step ahead. The all-new iPhone 17 Pro on EU, because the most powerful iPhone deserves the best network.
Flowing out of Cape Town, South Africa, a vast network of highways spreads out across the Western Cape Province. The N2 is the country's longest tarred road, running the length of South Africa's coast before turning inland to the economic heartland of Gauteng. The N1 is the Cape's busiest road, with stretches carrying up to 150,000 vehicles per day. The R27 traverses the harsh west coast before linking with the N7, which stretches northwards to the desert border with Namibia. Dedicated to keeping these roads safe and traffic flowing are the men and women of the Western Cape Highway Patrol. In this episode, Senior Provincial Inspector Valentino Arnitzer faces a long, trying night when things get heated after a crash.
What happened, sir?
Provincial Inspector Hopper and colleagues deal with a stream of intoxicated drivers at the end of a long weekend. And the next generation of inspectors are put through their paces as they prepare to hit the streets. Senior Provincial Inspector Arnitzer has a lot on his plate, and he's hoping for a quiet shift so he can get to his studies.
My dad is a principal inspector. He was a supervisor as well, so he was my biggest influence and as well as my mentor. And I'm studying for the Bachelor of Policing Practice.
Keeping the road safe requires an accurate knowledge of the law, and the inspectors of the Western Cape Highway Patrol are expected to keep abreast of new developments.
Good tonight. We're gonna stop vehicles quick around about 7:15, and then immediately after that, we are gonna proceed to the office to complete online coursework, and then the other one I need to complete is due for Monday evening as well. Which I have 2 left to complete so. This is for my bachelor degree. The balancing, I'll do it just to get it done. That's the only way I can say this. Anything unexpectedly can come up. Accident, one of the officers get an arrest and they cannot get to that activities.
His words prove prophetic when he comes across a crash scene, complete with angry, arguing drivers. From past experience, he knows he needs to take swift and decisive action.
Good evening. How is it? Fine. You put on a mask, please. Okay. I'm coming to set this client.
This tense situation can easily spiral out of control, and SPI Arnitzer needs to keep calm and defuse it quickly before he can join his colleagues at the roadblock and then hit the books.
I come from today. These guys come from that side.
You are not explaining to me anything. You are speaking in there. You are not explaining. You are speaking to me in your mind. Explain to me.
According to the National Road Traffic Act, it's an offense not to report an accident which has caused damage or injury. The police station is just around the corner, but these unreasonable drivers would rather argue than comply with the law.
So, you will report it and get it out of the way. Yes, not gonna happen. Arguments, yeah? Arguments happen afterwards. Okay. You do what you need to do. You do what you need to do. Get the vehicle, you report it down to the police station. You understand me? He's not going to be fighting anything. There's going to be no fight. He's not going to be anything. He's not going to be. You are going to give the story. He's going to give his side. He's going to go on one accident report for each one. He's going to give their side. And then it's so and so take the investigation process. You will take it. The company, the good investigation with it. This is what the investigation is going to and you can do your own investigation with the insurances, right?
It seems like he's making progress at last, but for every hurdle he overcomes, another obstacle presents itself. One of the drivers now stubbornly refuses to share his details, and SPI Ardenser is running out of both patience and time.
No, I cannot give you my details. I cannot give you my details. Chief, I can't.
Motorists involved in a crash often end up arguing or worse. Thankfully, the inspectors of the Western Cape Highway Patrol are trained to keep calm and professional in stressful situations.
iPhone 17 Pro has arrived.
Dad, how cute is this? You look what my classmate for me.
The most pro iPhone ever. Get yours with O2 about the best mobile network coverage by usage.
Dad, how cute is this?
iPhone 17 Pro available now. O2, essential for living.
There's enough light for lady, and you, pipe guy, everybody. Meet Ionos. It uses clever AI to build you super smart website in no time. And you can use many tools to start growing your business. Nice, nice, nice? Yes, I thought so. Try it, darling. Ionos, your digital partner.
Debbie was in a bit of a pickle. When it came to selling her crisp and gherkin sandwiches, she kind of, well, didn't. Luckily for her,
I had an idea. A really good one.
her sons had the good idea to use Canva. To design, well, everything really. It looked good. Really, really good. And now for Debbie and her sons, things are really taking off.
Remember how the stars stole the night away. Range that lasts up to 680 miles. Memories that last a lifetime. New Renault Austral E-Tech self-charging full hybrid. Renault E-Tech hybrid range, available with 3 years 0% APR until the 3rd of November.
What happened, sir?
New recruits to the Western Cape Highway Patrol undergo a traffic officer's training course at the Jean Low Traffic College in Brackenfell. This year's intake is one of the largest classes to date, and the aspiring traffic law enforcement officers are working hard to complete their training under the watchful eye of the experienced instructors. The 12-month course includes theory on the National Road Traffic and Criminal Procedure Acts and a variety of practical training to equip them with the skills they'll need when they finally hit the streets.
So be careful. Always get your center mark. If your center mark, then you are basically in charge of that point. So remember, there's other motorist safety as well. Because you see the arrogance of the people marching, driving in front of you. When you tell them to stop, they don't put in the indicators on. I sounds like I'm going to cause an accident.
The students are nearing the end of their course, and Senior Provincial Inspector Valentino Ardenser and colleagues are sharing their knowledge and experience.
Today, we got our students of the college who are graduating in December and are coming out of the road. Today is the practical. You know everything? Not everything. Okay. So whatever you guys learned already, you're going to apply that theory today, practically. Anything that you need assistance with the device, get on any three of us. We can help you with that. 656 notices, I'll assist you guys as well. And my colleagues next to me. And first of all, safety first. The license of the driver. You don't have to take it. They didn't turn it around, you scan it. So safety first, don't let him sign the fine as well. You just write to it as well.
That's okay, what Mr. Roger saying that. So whatever you got in Florida, we bring it in here. Yeah? Safety, go bring it out of the road and then bring it safe back to the road. Yeah? Do that with safety. What's that make turns? What's that there? It doesn't make turns. You understand? So that, we don't want any people so that we have freedom.
The nerves are still a bit there, but we're getting into the groove.
At first, nerves seem to be getting the better of them. But with some gentle encouragement from the seasoned professionals, the operation is soon running like a well-oiled machine, unlike many of the vehicles they stop. This vehicle has so many faults that this new inspector doesn't even know where to begin, and the driver is not being very cooperative. But SPI Auditor knows exactly how to deal with this kind of situation.
So now you are going to get a fine for operating an unroadworthy motor vehicle. We're going to get a fine for the vehicle not being licensed. We're going to get a fine failing to registering the vehicle on the name within 21 days. Where's your driver's license?
Okay, boss, wait.
That's how, where's your driver's license? At home?
Yes.
Do you have one?
I have one.
What's your ID number? Do you know it?
Yes, I do.
Failure to produce a driver's license is yet another offense. And the aspiring young inspector is going to have finger cramps for days after writing up this motorist's fines.
Within 3 days, boss, I'm going to finish all this, just 3 days.
The students soon realize that keeping the road safe is not only about theory and knowing the laws. Their biggest challenge may well be keeping calm and professional when dealing with difficult members of the public.
And it was a backup. Younger kans het pretty good werk. Dis 'n backup. As hy bal op die blaas is, dan is hy buite my beheer. Jy kan nou nuwe spot uit insit. Jy kan nou hier. Jy kan met hy kan kort net maak. Of hy kan skep. Ja, maar dan maak net nie. Ja, maar nou as jy ry, gaan jy nog op die agter jou kyk as die ding werk of nie werk nie. Maar dan sit dit raai. En dan ja, maar ek sê nou vir jou, as jy nou jy kan nou nie bewaak dus dat jy ry met draai. En jy ry skep van. Ek het bokse met kaart.
Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Смело. О, ты какой, она 49 999. Esqueci.
Knows when to step in and restore calm.
I'm just a mediator. I can't say this, I must do this now. I'm maintaining peace only. I'm a child of the Lord only in this situation.
Оно 49.
The drivers are soon in agreement and on their way to the police station to report the incident.
Oh, shame, Papa. Okay. All right. Safely. All right.
Валентина. Закиньте. Да. А, я закиньте остался. Сейчас, наверное, сильно авария. Куда-то послал уже. На 47. За 14. Оно.
Knows how to keep her cool, even under extreme provocation, as illustrated in this memorable arrest from a couple of years ago.
Что время? До 47. Ну, так. Мы уже быстрее. Мы на секунду уже. Опять. Нет. Этот, классификат уже не знаю, уже не знаю, как подряд. Он третий подряд. Пол, третий подряд. Третий подряд. Я помню, на клуб уже дрифт.
Looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Стрит. А, как помню, стрит дрифт называется. Вот типа, как там. Не заканчивается. А, Потас. Сошло.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Спецом не удивляет. Что она? Ну, там куча дел. Ну, опять закончится. Sí. Ну, 46. Да, 48. В 16 секунд это, да, наверное, же все. Теперь же опытные уже. О, ключ, мне нет надо.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
45! Часов назад красавческий. Ого! Это Макс.
Tyres tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Машину менять.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Right, let's go, come on. Good job from you and the crew.
Come on.
Satisfied with that. Max is in the pits, Max in the pits.
Вот Ланда нет.
Look after these tyres now and we'll finish the race on this compound.
Ладно, куда собрался? Да поворачиваешь, ну фигню, блин. Фигня. Блин, эй, болит. Попал, блин, поворачивай, он промылит.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Ладно, блин. Давай. Идет. Ну.
Great manoeuvre, he's made it look so easy.
Тоже видео. Долго был вот в третьем. Ого. 16 круга. Ого. Ну все, покажи какие. Ладно, блин. Да не, блин, идиота. А ну 37. Еще быстрее. До 41, а до 37, блин. На, блин, идиота. Идиота. Гигант такой. Шаг, 37, 212. Он, наверное, шаг, блин. Алонсо. Да ну, блин, да. На секунду быстрее. Фернандо. Еще минут, блин. Да нет, Алонсо.
Fastest lap of the race.
Не Алонсо. Вот ответ. Да. 2612. Да. Вот это сразу. Сейчас опять как-то задолбало уже, блин. Алонсо, опять? Да, блин, вот это опять. Ладно.
All of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's
А ну,
just a
вроде
bad
показать
test.
5.
Won't be anything to worry about.
Ладно. Ну, еще бы. Блин. Слушай, блин. Что ты? Не стоишь шестым в чемпионате. Это конец сезона. Сезон до конца. Ну, бы да. Сезона.
Okay, Dave, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
А, ну 35, ну 30, блин. 36. 84. Он, по-моему, лучше, да. 60. А, у нас на софте. Понятно. Ну. Выиграл. На 35, по-моему.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys! Yes, thank you. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a really strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
Nico! Oh!
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time.
Окей, чемпионы первым, вторым. Да, лучше, она 35. Уничтожил рекорд этого. Алонсо. Алонсо 710, а 751. Например, какие-то написано все.
That's explanation for him, so he wants everything.
Ну, Старкуха, хорош. Оп! Опа! Не получилось западать. И спрыгнул лидером. Ну, все, до 16 круга, блин, шел в третьем. Ты не... Плохо, блин. Он спрыгнул то. Дождь.
Eagle-eyed S2 Princess has a flashy sports car. Multiple registration numbers and excitement to catch you. It's thankful that this motor is in small text to
Как потом кто-то какие-то Фернандо. Еще лучше.
is a bit confused whenever assists
Вообще го. Следующая гонка. Идентификация такая. Кто-то вызвал. О, абсолютно не знаю. Чемпионство уже все. Ты мне добрать. Привет. 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 Какой бред. Привет.
Specialists are expecting seeing to keep the next day as they restart again Sunday.
Dit begon. Ze door.
Indicate to the left, right. Sicily advance on the right. Right pass. Right pass.
Вообще выигран был. Спринт. Опа! Процент у Макса падает.
Start the vehicle again from here. You brake from it, and then you lock the vehicle to move that side, please.
Здесь у него 486 очков.
You know about it. That's all. Yes. The tire,
Тут 600.
tire is screwed in the inside of the tire. Please sort it out, please, sir. As soon as possible. No problem.
Вторым. А вот тут
Suspension was cut.
вообще плохо сезон.
Couldn't feel properly because at the spring,
Шестым, четвертым.
at the end of the well, you can feel that it was cut. But I couldn't reach it, so I'm getting
Еще меньше до конца сезона.
I can see it replaced you replaced the CVs on the vehicle, the ball joints are replaced. So you done quite a lot.
Once again, Senior Provincial Inspector Arnson
В Катаре.
quest to keep
Снял.
motorists safe on the N1 highway.
Слушайте, набрал 2, 3, 4, 6. 6.
Provincial Inspector Stephanie Reuters
Ну, остается 5.
vehicles occupants on the R45, and it's not good.
Браун.
We are just 5 kilometers from the outdoor cross. Two people in the vehicle. One is a Bluetooth, which means the one is all over WhatsApp. And the other one, I
Сколько
don't know
там?
the
3
situation.
часа уже. Так хватит, наверное. Я уже потом, короче. В следующем будет по формуле будет вообще стрим.
This is all our role players. We have our chat